As you can see behind me, that's Galata Port. And then not so far from here, if you go straight there, and you will see there is this magical view. So yeah, enjoy your eyes, everybody.
Hi everyone! Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share!
First day in Istanbul! Check it out! Welcome to Tanfeling, everybody! So, in previous video, I've told you all about tour packages which I took in Pamukkale and Cappadocia. Here in Istanbul, I decided to not take any tour packages since this is a metropole city, which explained that there will be tram and any other public transports everywhere. Furthermore, okay, it is not flat road anytime, yet unlike Cappadocia and Pamukkale, the city is very much crowded. So, walk tour is very recommended for you guys. I traveled alone many times since I should meet my friends until night, but 2 hours walk alone is not a problem at all because people are everywhere. I've told you in this video that Turkey is divided into two, Anatolia Plateau and East Thrace. Pamukkale and Cappadocia in the Asian side, which means it is in Anatolia Plateau, and Istanbul is in both European and Asian side. These two Istanbul sides is divided by Bosphorus Sea, the sea which is very recommended to be explored. And I was in the East Thrace, in the European side. Okay, so first of all, between buying local SIM card and roaming, I would suggest you to buy roaming package if you're traveling alone, since local SIM card costs you a fortune. It is not cheap, which costs you around £60 with a minimum 40 GB. However, roaming package is not that cheap either, so I eventually chipped in with the other two tour mates and also buying roaming package. I decided this with the reason to be able to travel alone without depending on my friends all the time and will share when I'm with them, so I don't have to restrain myself a lot from browsing. So I paid £15 for 15 days roaming package and £20 for sharing. So it's £35 for only internet quota or around 700,000 Indonesian rupiah. Too pricey to handle. For your information, Istanbul is very wide, but I never took any single public transport to mobilize. Well, one of the reasons is that I want to experience directly the city by walking each step with it. It is sunny but pretty cool since it is winter, so I wouldn't be sweaty. The third reason is very personal. I love to walk more since studying in Glasgow, and I have a target to reduce calf size before coming back home. So never say no to walk more. Don't want to set exhausted mindset just to walk and breathe the clean air with an enjoyable walk. You'll love this if you choose walk tour in Istanbul. So I start off by arriving in Istanbul around 10 p.m. We rent Airbnb with the reason that I have explained in this video, which cost us £167.7 or around 3,362 rupiah for 4 nights or 1,120,000 rupiah per person. No further traveling because we're pretty exhausted the moment we arrived, yet we took taxi from bus station to Airbnb which cost us £6.63 or around 132,000 rupiah, which means 44,000 rupiah or 2.21 pounds per person. So, let's go to my first traveling day in Istanbul. Since I fell in love the moment I arrived in this city, I went for a run after Subuh prayer for about an hour to Galata Port. It is so close from my Airbnb and it is very, utterly, unduly recommended for you guys to visit this port. Since the sunrise view with Bosphorus Sea and the ship and the city view, all those are covered in one fancy place and it is very serene guys in the morning. All 3 days I had for traveling, I spent it for running in the morning to boost my endorphin hormone, which means the hormone of happiness. As you can see behind me, that's Galata Port. And then not so far from here, if you go straight there and then head to the left, and then you will find Galata Bridge, which will connect you to so many sites, for instance like Bazaar, Grand Bazaar and everything, and then Sulaiman Mosque, and then Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, Sultanahmet Mosque, and something like that. And right behind me, if you can see, that's the Galata Tower. That's the Galata Tower. That's a very small one, that's Galata Tower. It'll be best for you to visit that place at night because the color of the lamps and everything, which is so beautiful. After running, we'll prepare for day 1 traveling diaries in Istanbul by starting our tour from Galata Bridge. For your information, as the capital city, many tourism sites can you find it not so far away from one place to another. So after having breakfast, we go straight to Galata Bridge with so many people around to fishing. For the record, we spend breakfast at the flat as we have proper kitchen in the apartment, so we can save a lot and only spend 100 liras or 33 liras per person or around 18,000 rupiah per person.
Like everyone in here, lining for munching. It's a sunny day. It's expected to be raining this afternoon, but let's pray for the best that there will be no rain.
Still in one area, you will find Yeni Jami, the Ottoman Imperial Mosque, which finished built in 1665, and Spice Market or Egyptian Bazaar, which also was the Ottoman era marketplace. It was Friday, by the way, so our target was to do noon or Jumu'ah prayer in Hagia Sophia Grand Mosque as the one of the Byzantine Empire surviving architectural marvels, and then perform as a prayer in the Blue Mosque. These two mosques are located right next to each other, still in one quarter. What makes these two mosques different is that Hagia Sophia was a church in the Byzantine era and shifted to be a mosque after being conquered by Ottoman, and Blue Mosque was made as an imperial show of strength to complement the imposing Hagia Sophia Mosque, which faces it across Sultan Ahmed Square. Since we want to spend most of our time by exploring more, after Jumu'ah prayer, we went to Basilica Cistern, which is right across the street from the Hagia Sophia. This place is very special according to history, as this place is over 2,000 years old from the very early Roman age. You should have known that this country is the heart of Byzantine era and already exists since early Roman Empire. It was not just Greece or any other European countries, guys. Basilica Cistern is unique since it can store around 80,000 cubic meters of waters. However, there's entrance fee, everybody. It cost me around 500 liras, which is now 600 liras in 2024, or I should pay around 260,000 Indonesian rupiah at that time. And inside this museum, as you can see, just many shallow pools, poles, and some sculptures. I don't find this place is worth to visit with all these views. To save money, better for you to spend it in other museums with more things to be observed. For your information, guys, this is a very cultural city, so every site will spoil your eyes with classical architectural views. Like a city center in common, everywhere you go in this area will be covered by all good things to see. There's no space for something unpretty or empty. Okay, after traveling around City Center and Basilica Cistern, we went back to Sultan Ahmed I or Blue Mosque to perform Asr prayer. Many tourists came to this mosque to spoil their eyes with this amazing mosque. All the view is worth to be observed, guys. By the way, right across the Blue Mosque, you will find the obelisk of Theodosius monument. The view is not that special, but the meaning of it is too deep. It erected when Constantinople became the new capital city of Byzantine or East Roman Empire. Okay, after seeing this monument, we fulfilled our skipped lunch.
Still around city center, and it's raining. Friday. Blessed Friday.
For your information, just in around 5 minutes, you will find a place where Indonesian people are looking for when they go to a country with a bland food standard.
Jadi saking blandnya makanan di Turki ini, kita akhirnya mencari tempat makan Indonesia. It's still in city center.
Since this is not an eating time, the restaurant is not that crowded. However, the taste, guys, the spiciness is Indonesian standard. So this will fulfill your needs, as in Cappadocia and Pamukkale, we couldn't find this kind of place. I spent 300 liras or around 156,000 rupiah, which normally I only spend less than 50,000 rupiah in Indonesia. But obviously worth it as you are abroad right now. We then went to Grand Bazaar, the historical market from Byzantine era, which grew even larger when Ottoman came. Visited by around 400,000 visitors daily, that has turned this place to be one of the largest and oldest market in the whole world. Next to our second day, we managed to explore this city by dividing the destinations into 2 parts. We explored the south side from our rented apartment in our second day and north side in the next day. So we started off by crossing the Galata Bridge to go to the Fener and Balad, the full of color site to visit, and there is Red Castle or Fener Greek Orthodox College and Primary School, also known as the Great Orthodox of the Nation, the Patriarchal Academy of Constantinople, the Old School, the Red Castle, and the Red School in Istanbul, Turkey. We traveled by foot, FYI, that took around an hour since we spent most of our time by walking and enjoying Bosphorus Sea. It's exactly right next to the road if we decided to go to Fener and Balad. That's why I really suggest you to walk by foot everywhere, since embracing the nature in the city to reach our destination is really something, guys. Can't be compared by taking the public transport as you just reaching the place you wanna go. After this, we explored the Fener city, designed with lots of colorful buildings, and having lunch here. I ordered kebab with Turkish coffee, and I spent 190 liras or 99,000 rupiah. What pricey is not the kebab or the coffee, but the location, guys.
Now at Fener and Balad. Now after this, we're going to Wall of Constantine. That's so far away from here.
Actually, after long consideration, we decided to not go to the Wall of Constantine because we chose to visit Sulaiman Mosque and perform prayer there. It's owing to the fact that we cannot visit both places if we wish to take the ship to explore Bosphorus Sea in the late afternoon. Thus, we go to the Sulaimani Mosque, the second largest mosque in the whole Turkey after Jamlika Mosque, which is located in the Asian side. To be honest, I haven't been in Jamlika Mosque and will be there this April, inshallah.
And let's go to
The outside of this mosque, and you will see there is this magical view right behind me, Bosphorus, guys. This mosque is historically memorable for Turkey, guys. It is because it erected in honor to the Sultan of Ottoman Suleiman the Magnificent, with his dedication to conquer the widest land for Ottoman Empire in the 16th century, from north part in Ukraine until North Africa in the west part. Furthermore, the classical architectural building designed in the top of the hill in Istanbul, which directly connect to the Bosphorus Sea, everybody. What an unbelievable view which you can explore by visiting this mosque. As this mosque is located at the top of the hill, spare your energy and feet for a bit hike, okay? When you go to the port around Galata Bridge from Sulaimani Mosque, you will pass Spice Market with thousands of people around. It's not very recommended to go to this market at weekend since it's too full of people. It's suffocated and unforgettable since you're stuck to move. Lastly, in the daylight, we went to the port to take the ship to explore Bosphorus Sea. For your information, important for you to know that there are a lot of black broker or illegal banner or Indonesian people called it calo to sell the ticket in such an expensive price. We were offered 600 euros when we were approached by this calo. Very illogical. You might be lucky if you could find trader that sell only 100 liras, as one of our acquaintance got that price. But for safe play, I highly suggest you to buy it in the ticket counter, which sells only 150 liras or around 78,000 rupiah. Many sites of Turkey which connect directly to the sea can be observed by taking this ship. It's a loss, guys, if you didn't spend your time to take this ship, especially in the late afternoon or early morning. Enjoying the sea with the city view plus sunrise or sunset, it's a priceless moment, guys. You will see birds flying around, but as this is winter, I highly suggest you to use a very thick coat or cloth as it's freaking cold with the strong winds around. You can easily catch cold if your immune system did not work well. So, move to our last day trip in Turkey. As we hadn't go to Galata Tower, which only take 5 minutes from our apartment, we went here with the purpose to explore the other north side that we were planning yesterday.
will be best actually if we visit this Galata Tower at night, but there are a lot of beautiful places should be visited this day. That's why we prefer to visit this in the morning because it takes only 3 minutes from our accommodation. So yeah, enjoy your eyes, everybody.
Galata Tower site is directly adjoined to Taksim Square as the heart of modern Istanbul, or the European nuance, and a major tourist and leisure district famed for its restaurants, shops, and other things. This place symbolized the secular Turkish Republic founded by Turkey's first president Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. And this also will connect you to Taksim Mosque and other fascinating places to visit around this area. Istanbul is not perfect without Taksim Square as the heart of modern city. After having lunch around this area, which cost me around 100 liras, we went to Dolmabahce Palace, which took around an hour to get here, and right side to side with Dolmabahce Mosque. FYI, to enter Dolmabahce's gate do not require any money, as well as entering the inside of this palace is costing you not so much money, but so much effort to line up. It's too long, guys! Well, after prayer, I separated from my friends to meet my another friend who are currently studying MBA in Istanbul University. It is quite far, around an hour and a half to get to the university, and actually my intention to visit him was to interview him about the life of Indonesian student in Turkey, which is so cheap. If I knew this, I would probably reconsider to study here in bachelor study and convince my dad really hard for this. Okay, at the next dawn, we went to the bus station which took 30 minutes from our apartment and headed to the Sabiha Gökçen International Airport. It cost around 105 liras or 54,000 rupiah for the bus, and I paid 57 pounds for my flight to London or 1,140,000 rupiah. FYI gangs, I had such unfortunate situation in the airport, which I would recommend you to not buy any electronic devices in this country if they did not give you this document. I bought mine, which in turn I got tax-free around 20% off full price. I confirmed many times to the store and they said that I only bring receipt and the document they sent via email. When I went to the tax-free office in the airport, not only they didn't speak English, but their not so welcome hospitality did not accept any documents other than this document, which means that I failed to claim my tax-free around 70 pounds. I was pretty angry, but I told them that I would come back to this country within 3 months. So if I possess this document, will I be able to claim my tax-free? And they said yes. I didn't put much hope, but at least I tried my best in April. For all, from taxi to the Airbnb until flight to London, I spent around 4 million rupiah or 200 pounds. This number is without my spending for personal shopping, so if you consider to traveling to Turkey, it won't take you that much as long as you're focusing your money on traveling, not shopping. That's all about my trip to Turkey, and next is London, which I will share soon. Thanks for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Support from you is mattered most, so don't forget to click subscribe button below. See you in the next video. Bye!